while you're observing these, I want you to remember this. Minerals make up rocks. They're the building blocks of rocks. Minerals are naturally occurring. So all of the little man-made crystals that you see are not minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring. They are inorganic. They all have an orderly internal structure, so their atoms are arranged in a specific structure, and they have a definite chemical composition. If something meets all of these criteria, then it's considered a mineral. If it meets all but one, it is not a mineral. There's about 4,000 minerals on Earth. They're all unique. And we're going to look at 12. We're going to look at some of the most naturally occurring around here so that we can be more competent out in the field. The uniqueness of a mineral is determined solely by the chemical composition and the internal structure. Now, yesterday we had a short discussion about diamonds and graphite. And I wanted to clarify, Toby, we talked about, the diamonds and the graphite and the way the carbon atoms were arranged. So those two things, the carbon and the graphite, are both minerals. They're called allotropes because they are the same, they're made up of exactly the same atoms. They're 100% carbon. But the difference is that the carbon atoms are chemically bonded differently. So in diamonds, the carbon atoms form a tetrahedron. There's a series of tetrahedron like this. Like this. They're all stacked together like that.
Triangular prism.
Triangular prism. And then in graphite, it's hexagonal. So they're connected like this. And they're in sheets. So the atomic structure is the structure of the atom. The atomic arrangement is different. That's the terminology that you would use.
And not at the molecular level. We're talking about atoms here, not molecules.
Right. Okay, minerals must be solid. They must be inorganic. It was never alive. It possesses an internal, orderly structure. The atoms are arranged in a definite pattern, which makes crystals, or makes it crystalline. They form naturally, and they have a definite chemical composition. So we are going to look at, in your handout, which, by the way, if you need a reference, there's another graphic organizer that you can work through to determine if something is, in fact, a mineral. So first we're going to look at rain. Is rain a mineral or is it not a mineral? Is rain a mineral?
No.
No. Why? Let me grab a... Why is rain not a mineral, Catherine?
Didn't you say it had to be solid?
It does have to be a solid. So no, rain is not a mineral. What about a diamond, Pam?
Yes, it is a mineral.
Why?
Because you just told us yesterday.
Yes, I told you yesterday. That's what I should change that to. Yes. Yes, diamond meets all of those criteria. It's a solid. It has a definite chemical composition, definite chemical arrangement, atomic arrangement. It's inorganic. Yes.
So, question. Never mind. No, still question.
Okay.
Okay, so for something to be considered organic, it needs to have carbon, right?
Yes.
And diamonds are made of 100% carbon.
Right.
So then how is it inorganic if it's composed completely of what makes it an organic compound?
Well, you missed one critical thing though whenever you were talking about organic. You said in order to be organic, it needs to have carbon.
Needs
Yes.
not to have carbon.
No, to be organic, it
Yes.
must have carbon. But it also must have been alive.
Okay, so it's not just that it had carbon.
Right.
It has to have carbon and be
Diamond's
alive.
never alive, so it's inorganic, even though it's carbon.
Even,
Tanya?
even though diamonds are made from coal and coal was.
Diamonds are not made from coal.
Ooh, okay.
Coal is made from carbon. Diamonds are not made from coal. Well, because people say if you take coal and you put extreme pressure on it, it will turn into a diamond.
That's what the video said.
Just a lump of.
Put American
I know, I was my whole life I have.
All right, man-made crystals.
No, because they're
Here we go. Man-made didn't occur naturally. A quartz crystal. Is a quartz crystal a mineral? Tanya,
Yes,
why?
it's a crystal.
And
It's quartz.
quartz. And it meets all of those criteria. What about a seashell? You saw down by the seashore. Yes.
With the man-made crystal, just to back it up a little bit, why does it matter?
Because it's not naturally occurring.
But what would a man-made crystal be?
Cubic zirconia.
Cubic zirconia.
Okay, but what is cubic zirconia made of?
Chemicals.
Chemicals? It's not made of like glass? I guess I
I
don't
don't know
know
what
what man-made.
I don't, it's lab created. You know, you see those lab created diamonds and emeralds and whatever.
But I thought they just came from another mineral, did they not?
Well, they might have taken minerals and melted them or, you know, somehow created them, but it doesn't matter what they came from, they were created by man. Dr. West?
It's by definition. It's either naturally occurring in the environment or created by man. It's either or. So the man-made diamonds or zirconium, whatever, all of those are made in the lab by humans.
Okay, I
They're
didn't realize
naturally
that.
in nature.
I
It's
didn't
by
realize-
definition.
Okay,
It's not a logic to it,
corundum
it's
is
a
a mineral.
definition we created.
oh, okay.
Do they make diamonds out of it or false diamonds?
We can't hear you.
He mentioned like corundum, but corundum is a mineral. But if you use corundum to make something else, then it might be corundum based, but it is not a mineral anymore. Yes,
Melissa said it's a mixed amount of inorganic.
okay. Organic has to be composed of carbon and,
Be alive. Yes, I wrote that in my crystals.
Okay.
Because that's what testing is.
yes.
And it
Okay, guys, come on.
It usually has hydrogen along with the others that we talked about yesterday. Most everything I found is organic, has carbon and hydrogen.
So what about sedimentary rock, like limestone? I mean, I'm going off of previous knowledge, but isn't it,
Is limestone
Limestone
a
is a rock.
mineral?
Is it
no,
organic?
it's a rock,
Okay.
made of minerals, made up. No, I'm confused.
Okay,
It's
we're
okay, we'll
we're
follow
gonna
along.
get to
We're just
that,
gonna follow
yes.
along, yes.
We're just talking about the definition of a mineral. So a seashell is not a mineral because it's organic.
But
An animal created it. So,
By definition.
It's not a mineral.
okay, oil. Is oil a mineral?
Not solid.
Because it's not solid. A snowflake.
Yeah.
Think about this. Shh. A snowflake. Is snowflake a mineral?
Well, it's a crystalline structure and it's made out of one thing.
Okay, now listen.
Water is not.
Ice fits all of the criteria. It's solid, it's inorganic, it's naturally occurring. What are the other?
Has a crystalline structure.
It has a definite crystalline structure. It fits all of the criteria. Ice, as a snowflake, is considered a mineral. Yep. What about your dietary supplements? Think about this. When you get your vitamins and minerals.
No, because there's man-made stuff in them.
That's right. It is not a mineral because it is not naturally formed. Got this? Okay, cool. Now, put your specimens back into your box. And I'm going to give you another box. Just put that aside.
Laura.
Yes. All right, materials managers, you've got your tents. Guys, listen, we don't have time. Materials managers, person different from the last 2 days, come up and get the tray right here that has the straws in it. 1 tray per group, you've got 30 seconds. You can leave it at your desk. And you are going to need to
Made myself one of those signs.
It fits all the criteria, therefore it is.
Oh, I gave you the wrong tray. Materials managers, come back and get the other tray too. Yes, also.
In addition to.
Yes, in addition to, and now, could you hand it back to them? Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, we're gonna first look at the tray. Guys, listen. First, we're gonna use the tray first that has the 3 samples in it. So place this on top of the tray with the straws. Just to save space, and you can place that on the top of the first little tackle box with the specimens. Okay, this tray has 3 samples. We don't know what they are. I want you to look at these with your hand lens, your eyeballs, and you observe these and determine whether they are a mineral or a rock and give your reasoning. You can refer back to that graphic organizer if you would like to that gives you the characteristics of a mineral.
No, I think it's hard.
Oh, no, I thought it said
No, why? It's like something more. Yeah, I do. Take it out. Where are you at?
Looking for anything